death investigation into Nolan Wells will eventually go before a grand jury as evidence raises some new questions. The teenager went missing after a 4th of July boat trip to an island off the Mississippi coast and was later found dead.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump says that he and the Wells family met with the Jackson County District Attorney, who said a grand jury will be selected after the investigation is complete and all the evidence is reviewed. Crump says both sides have also agreed to a joint review of Wells' cell phone as the family continues its own investigation. The family says they have reason to believe that messages may have been deleted off of Wells' phone before it was returned to them.
Joining us now is our chief legal analyst, Khalif Rhodes. Obviously a tragedy here, but it's sparking a lot of national interest because there's just a lot of questions that still haven't been answered. And police, for the family, saying that the police don't really seem to be acting fast enough in this, or they feel like they're not really doing a thorough investigation here.
I've seen a number of investigations with these type of crimes in the past, and this is an instance where it seems like there's a collaboration between local law enforcement and the family's representation. In this instance, it's attorney Ben Crump. Typically, you wouldn't have a phone being turned over to the family if it's in the course of it being used during an investigation. It would wait to the end. So originally, attorney Crump said, hey, we're going to get our own investigator to have someone else, do a forensic evaluation of the phone, but then you hear this report about them saying, okay, they're going to work and have a joint investigation. If there were messages deleted off the phone, that tells me a number of things. First of all, that they have, the folks that deleted it don't have any understanding of how forensic evaluations work on phone data. I get this stuff all the time. There is a box on there that says deleted messages. It runs through a system typically called Cellbrite, and it dumps your entire phone. So unless you have destroyed this phone or went back and completely erased it, just deleting messages doesn't remove anything. It will be deleted messages, it will be search history, it will be anything that ever was used on that phone will show up in that evaluation, and that's what you're going to want to have when you're trying to do a complete investigation. If they believe there were messages that maybe, I know I sent this to someone, but when I got the phone back, it's not on that device. Well, what else is removed? That's what's going to be what the family is looking for. And if there is something missing, obviously it will be submitted to the grand jury. But this raises a number of eyebrows for sure.
And not only text messages, but GPS data is also being used. How important and reliable is that information when you're trying to reconstruct a timeline?
Extremely. I mean, again, I work with this type of data when I do my homicide trials, and I mean, they will bring in a person that this is all they do is look at and review this Cellbrite information. Typically, they'll go in, and if you're looking at GPS data, they'll get someone from either the FBI to come in to go over this information to be able to pinpoint and show exactly why. I mean, that's some of the hardest part. Now, I'll be honest, in a trial, it's also the most boring part because they're talking about triangulations and calculations and stuff that a jury really isn't wanting to listen to or pay attention to. But this is extremely important because it can pinpoint exactly where you are at, and the science behind this is extremely supported. And so I'm not trying to tear down the science. I'm not even trying to tear down the person. I just want that witness to get off the stand as fast as possible so that we can move on to something else that helps paint the picture that I want. So that data will be extremely helpful in this case.
All right, well, hopefully, this moves forward quickly and the family can get some answers that they're hoping for. Khalif, thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.